Hey, this is Gene from the Assisted Living Network. How easy is it to start an assisted living home? You know, we get that question asked of us all the time, those of us that own and operate these homes. And when people say easy, that's a really interesting question because I just got a gift. The gift was some roller skates. Those roller skates with two wheels on the back instead of one wheel where you fall over and one on the way back to help you brake and so on. And I watched a video of somebody on those skates and man, they made it look easy. And as I watched them zooming around and jumping up and down, big smile on their face, I said, I want that. So I ordered a pair, and I even ordered a second pair. So when I had those sent to me, I say a gift to myself. That's the way we do it at our house sometimes. I got those sent to me. I had two pair, and I remember opening them up, and I was happy. And I opened it up, and we put them on our feet, and immediately I realized this is not nearly as easy as they made it look. Now, they can tell me that it's easy, but when they show me that it's easy, well, that was very, very helpful. They showed me and I could see. So I went back and I watched that video and I said, well, what are they doing and how does it work? Now, I want you to think back to something where the first time you tried it, it was not easy at all. But then when you learned some things about it, you watched somebody else do it, it became easier and easier and easier till the time it was like just riding a bike, where you can't forget it. It's kind of muscle memory. Whether it be roller skates or riding a bike or driving a car, really that's what it is. Recently I went skiing, and in that ski trip, I was calculating that it was 16 years. The last time I went skiing, it was 16 years ago. And yet when I put the skis on, the boots were the hardest part, put the skis on and got in the chairlift, went up to the top and started to come down, it all just kind of clicked in. And I remember thinking back to when I first got started. I was in grade school going up a hill. And back then, there was not a lot of friendly people to teach me how. I had friends who kind of took you to the top and said, here, figure out how to get your way down. And you kind of had to figure it out. But I also remember watching other people, standing on the side of that slope and watching other people skiing and saying, I see how they're turning and how their skis are moving. And then I tried it. And before you knew it, by the end of the night, instead of falling 6 times on the way down the hill, you're only falling down twice. And then the next time when you come back, maybe you only fall down twice the entire day. And then the next time you got it down, and before you know it, you're making it look easy to somebody else. Well, that's the way life is. So when somebody asks me how easy is it to open an assisted living home, well, the answer is easy for me because I've done it before. Easy for you? I don't know you, your background, what you've done, what makes sense to you, what doesn't, where your heart is at. I also don't know what you're willing to do to make something happen. See, I do know for sure you can pretty much do anything that you want in life if you're willing to do it, if you're committed to making it happen. If you're not committed, if you're not truly committed and willing to do whatever it takes, at some point you're simply going to give up. I was talking to some of our people that we've trained on how to open up these homes, and we were talking through the different things that happen. And the bottom line is that it's really easy to hit a roadblock and just stop and say, that's it, I quit. That's failure when you quit. Easy? It's never easy. The second time is easier than the first time. That third time is easier than the second time, but it's never easy. There's always some effort that you have to put in. But easy? Well, that's an interesting word. Now, we talked about roller skates, we talked about skiing. When we talk about assisted living homes, I will tell you this. Out of the thousands of people that I've had the privilege of training how to do what I do, open a home, operate a home, I know that I've helped them save time, effort, and money by learning what to do and what not to do. So whatever it may be that you want to do, drive a car, ski, race, I don't know, but whatever it is you want to do, one of the best suggestions I could possibly give you is find somebody who's done it before, who makes it look easy. Ask them, can you share with me what you did, how you learned, what I should do and what I shouldn't do? And if they're nice and they're willing, and here's a key point, a good teacher, they're willing to give you some information, let you experience it, and then when you come back and say, I learned that lesson, can you give me the next lesson? They give you some more and you go out and you experience it and come back, and they take you step by step through this process. You can get through virtually anything. It now becomes easier for you to do it. And the real key is when you can share with somebody else how to do it. When you make it look easy to them, and now they're going to look at you and say, well, if you did it, I can do it. And when they ask you the question, how can I do it? And you help them and make it easier for them, well, now it's one after the other. We talk about paying it forward and so on, but I am truly a believer in education. I'd much rather learn from your experience than mine. I'd rather pay for your expertise than figure it all out on my own and hope I make it through and survive financially, time-wise, energy-wise, commitment-wise. And I also know that when I share with somebody else and they do it, they experience it, and they're now being asked by other people that they say, wow, you made it look easy. Let me learn from you. And they share with that next person and they show them what to do step by step by step. To me, that is one of the most rewarding things of all. How easy is it to open an assisted living home? Well, it depends. But if you're listening to somebody who's done it before, is willing to show you how, that'll certainly make it a whole lot easier than it will be if you just try to figure it all out on your own. This is Gene from the Assisted Living Network saying do good and do well. If you like what you've seen and heard, please subscribe.